So our DIY hanging herb garden, what we are going to do is we're going to build our planters. And I'm using some cedar fence boarding. You can use whatever material you want, you just have to be mindful of the fact it's going to be constantly exposed to moisture. So whatever you choose needs to reflect that. So I chose cedar. Cedar doesn't like to rot, and you can treat it and stuff like that as well, but I'm not going to. So I decided to cut my boards at 24 inches. Gives me a board about that big. I chose 24 inches because it made a decent use of material, and it also would fit nicely on the fence. So I've got 3 pieces at 24 inches, and they're going to get arranged something like this. Let's do it this way. So what we're going to end up with is we have a board in the middle that's being sandwiched on either side by the other 2 boards. And they're all cut at 24 inches, and that gives us the overall length of our DIY planter. To get the dimension for your end caps, you can figure it out using the math, but that's just not the way that I can roll here. So you assemble it together before you cut your end caps, and then what you do is just measure. And I got a dimension of about 6 and 7 eighths. You cut your end caps, on they go. And what that will give you is a decent looking planter. It's not too wide, so it's not going to stick out too far, and it's not too long, so that you don't have to worry so much about the weight of the dirt and stuff like that. Now, to assemble this, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to glue it, and then you're going to want to either screw it or you can nail it together. I'm going to probably use nails because I have a whole whack of them laying around. If you use screws, you're going to want to put a pallet hole in because you are going to see some splitting with the cedar. So I'm going to go ahead and screw these together, and then I'll come back and show you in another video. So once we have made our planters, we need to line the inside of it with something to keep the dirt in, but let the moisture leave, basically. If you don't put anything in this, the dirt is eventually going to start getting lower because it's going to leave, or it's going to leak out through the cracks. And we don't want that. We want to keep the dirt in the planter. So we use landscape fabric. Stuff you get at the hardware store. This will keep the dirt in, but it will also allow the moisture to also go through. So when you're watering this and it's raining, it's not just fill full of water. Some water can be allowed to drain out, which is what we want. We want the soil to be moist, not soaking wet. So how we do this is we basically cut a chunk of our fabric. I cut a big piece, so it uses for several of them. And you just basically jam it into your planter. Just like so. And what you end up with is something that looks like that. And all we're going to do is we are going to hit it with some staples just along the edge. Maybe a couple on the bottom if you want, and that's it. Once we staple it together, we just trim the excess nice and flush around the top side, and that gives us a nice planter with our landscape fabric, and that is ready for mounting. So I'm going to do that for all 8 of them, and we'll head outside and mount this all together. So we're going to do the DIY hanging herb garden. So we need some place to hang it. So I've chosen this fence panel here, which is about 93 inches by about 63 inches. So that's my space that I have available for my DIY fence garden. So what I want to do is I've already made my containers and my planters, and they're 24 inches long. I'm going to have 3 rows. A row of 4 here, a row of 2 here, and a row of 4 here. So that's why it's already cut 4 pieces of pressure treated. These are 1x6s. And what I'm going to do is I've cut these to 64 inches, and I'm going to screw them just like that. And that's where my planters are going to line up. what I want is I want this edge of the planter to be in the middle of the board. So I'm actually going to put these boards at 24 inches on center. So I'm not going to go 24 in between. So it'll be from the center to the center of the next board is going to be 24 inches. So how I'm going to do that, I'm going to lay out a line in the middle of my fence, and I'm going to go 12 inches off on either side. That's my first 24-inch spacing. Off of each one of those would be another 24 inches on either side. So I'm going to make a mark in the center. I go 12 inches in, make another mark. That's the center of my first board. 24 inches over, make a mark. That's the center of my outside board. Do the same on the other side. Once I've done that, I'm going to screw the boards in on the top, just one screw each. I'm going to use a level to level them off. And then I will come back and I'll show you the next step, which will be actually mounting, laying out and mounting the boards. So I'll tag my boards in here. They're 24 inches on center, which you can see by measuring from the outside of one to the inside of the other. We have 24, and then 24. So the next step is I want to level them. I don't really need to level them this way. So all I'm going to do is tap it around a bit so it's level. Then you just tag it in like that. So I'm going to finish screwing these in, and then I'll come back. All right, completed hanging herb garden. So we've got 8 total in a checkerboard pattern, and all I did is basically when I put up off the ground off this one, I put 6 inches down from the top of that one, and I just kind of split the difference in the middle to place one in the middle. These two here, I didn't even measure, I just eyeballed them. I mean, it's up to you how you want to position stuff. I wasn't too concerned about it, so I eyeballed it, leveled it. I ran level lines all the way across with my level instead of leveling each one individually, and I just screwed it to those level lines, and it worked out pretty good. So all you need to do with this is fill it full of dirt, plant your seeds, and you have the herb garden. You also have plenty of room to label all of them. The only thing you need to think about is where the sun is, how much sunlight exposure this has, and what kind of considerations you need, and then plan your herb garden according to that. So that's it. That is the DIY hanging herb garden put together and installed. All you need to do is fill it full of dirt and plant some seeds, and you have a functioning hanging herb garden that costs you about 6 inches of actual ground space underneath it, instead of having a larger plot, because each one of these is 24 inches on the inside, plus about roughly 5 3/4 inches. So if you add all that up, that's quite a bit more space that would be on the ground. Now it's up vertical, and you have all the space in the ground that you could use to use for other things, other crops, other plants, any manner of other things. So DIY hanging herb garden, project complete.